So these photos here have been taken from 2008 to 2011, but I've been suffering with cystic acne since I was at least 15 years old, and some of these photos I am wearing makeup and some of them I'm not, just to show you my cystic acne. I didn't take much photos back then just because I was really ashamed of how I looked, so these are all the photos I have to show. And my skin was really horrible back then. It was really painful. These pimples were just everywhere, and Oratane really helped clear up my skin, so I'm really thankful for that. Hi everyone, guess who is back? I'm going to be talking about my skin with you guys today, so stay tuned if you want to know about Roaccutane. So at the age of 21, 2011, I went on Roaccutane for 8 months. People are calculated by how much they weigh, their height and their body mass. The dermatologist calculates all that to see how much Roaccutane you're meant to take. So everyone has a different amount of dosage they're supposed to take. I took 5 boxes of Roaccutane. I think I started with 20 milligrams of it first. One box has 60 pills, so it's like 1 per day, and then 2 months or 3 months later she increased the dosage to I think 30 or 40 milligrams of Roaccutane, and I had to take 2 tablets per day, and that was when my acne became worse and it got better afterwards, and then they totally disappeared. So every now and then I'd get a pimple, but it would be like really tiny, and as you all know, cystic acne is the worst case scenario. It will stay on your skin for the longest period of time, and it's just sitting there on your skin. It's a huge lump. They're often very thick and they look really horrible and really red, and the redness made it look like it was sore. I used to get it on my forehead, my ear and my neck. I never got any on my back, thank God, so I was very lucky that I never got any on the rest of my body, just this area here. I was 21 back then and the acne went away and it was really good. Like the only side effects I got back then was probably nosebleed here and there, like really dry chapped lips, and I'm talking about really sore and painful because it was dry no matter how much water I drank. Sore joints, so if I turned a little to the left or if I started lifting something heavy, my arms would get a bit sore. Just dry skin all over the place, dry hair. I felt like I didn't need to wash it for a whole week. Like I literally didn't have to wash my hair for 5 days because my hair wasn't oily, and it might seem a bit dirty to you guys, but my hair did not get oily at all, so I just washed it every 5 to 6 days compared to what I do nowadays, which is every 3 days. But that's the only side effects I could remember from back then. It was a while ago, but yeah, it was good and I feel like it worked for me. I just recently started getting cystic acne again, so I decided to go to my dermatologist and get Roaccutane, and she gave me what is called Oratane instead. And Oratane is exactly like Roaccutane, but apparently they've changed it. They've taken Roaccutane off the market and replaced it with this. I think that's what she told me. I can't remember, but it's the exact same. It's 20 milligrams at the moment. I'm taking 20 milligrams. This is what it looks like if you're wondering. I have to take 1 a day with breakfast right after I eat, and then the instructions to me were after this 1 box I have to go get another one of 20 milligrams and another box of 10 milligrams, so that means taking 30 milligrams of Oratane each day from then on. So yeah, I went to see my dermatologist like 2 days ago, and I told her that my cystic acne was coming back. I was getting it on my ears. It was really bad. Like the one that was on my ear was so painful. I could not touch it because it hurt so badly. It took 1 month for it to turn into like a whitehead and pop, and I kept touching it and just playing around with it to try and get it to turn into a whitehead, but yeah, it didn't work. And I'm really bad with pimples. Like when I have it on my skin, I always want to pop it. Like I don't know if you guys get the same feeling, but like sometimes I'm lying in bed, I'm touching my face, like I'm just randomly touching my face, and I'm like, oh my god, there's all these bumps and all these scars, and I just start scratching at it and trying to get the blackheads out and everything. Or if I wake up in the morning and see a whitehead, I have to pop it straight away because I hate seeing it on my face, and you know, no matter how much makeup you wear, you're never going to be able to cover it, so I hate seeing it on my face, and I would always pop it. It's bad, you get scars, but can't help it. It was $37.70 a box, And I remember when I was on Roaccutane in 2011, it was $40 a box, so this one's just a little bit cheaper. I only have taken 2 pills at the moment, so haven't noticed anything different to my skin. I do have all my acne growing along there, and you can't tell because the lighting is good here and the camera is good. But if I could come up a bit closer, I don't know what you can see. I've got like tiny lumps all along here. They don't look so bad, but maybe I'll take off my makeup and I'll show you, because I don't know if I'm going out. Oh, there we go, there's a bump there. I don't know if I'm going out today, so I don't know if I should keep the makeup on so I can head out later on tonight. But yeah, if you guys are worried about your acne and you do have cystic acne, then I would recommend going to see a dermatologist, because they would really help you out. I was a type back then to spend a lot of money on different types of skincare to try and get rid of my acne, and it just would make it worse. I tried like tropical treatments, gels, birth control pills, and they don't work. They just suppress it. Suppress means it temporarily gets rid of your acne, or it seems to sort of, you know, calm it down, but they will always come back no matter what, because you're not actually treating it, you're just suppressing it. So I recommend a dermatologist if you're looking to really clear your skin, because Roaccutane will work, or Oratane will work. So yeah, I would actually recommend you guys call your dermatologist ASAP, because they are always busy, you know, they're booked up. I remember I made my appointment in January and I didn't get to see her until March, so I had to wait about a month and a half. So make sure you go and call them, but first go to your local GP, get a referral. Just tell them you need to see a dermatologist because you have acne problems, and they'll give you a letter. That letter will go to your dermatologist so you can get your money back or your rebate when you go to see a dermatologist. My first appointment was $200, and with my doctor's referral I got, how much was it? $72 back, so I was just paying like $128 to see my dermatologist. So $200 may be a lot to some, but in Australia we get to have a Medicare rebate, so yeah, that was good. So we spoke, and she remembers me from back then. She was like, oh my god, when I last saw you in 2011 you were 21 and you were 37 kilograms. So I was like really tiny and underweight, and I still am underweight for my age right now, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to gain weight, so slowly getting there. My goal is to be 50 kilograms. I'm currently 43, so yeah, getting there. So yeah, what she recommended me was Oratane. And then I asked her about my blackheads as well on my nose. Well, what can I use to loosen them? And she gave me, where is it? This cream, which I haven't got yet. I don't know how much it is, but I have to go and get it. It's called Stieva, S-T-I-E-V-A. It's a cream, and she goes apply at night and then wash off in the morning. So she's got me this cream with 1 repeat, so I can get 2. So I want to see how that works, because I really get, like, I get a lot of blackheads, and like, we're not supposed to do this, but I pop them anyway. Like, I just squeeze my nose and then I put my Lancome Visionnaire on top, which is a serum to help minimize the look of pores. So that's what I do. And I also have to get a blood test as well, and I've got to get one in July, so I've got a blood test paper thing here. I have to go do my blood test first, just to see whether you know, I have like high cholesterol, or I was pregnant, because once you're on this you can't get pregnant, you can't plan to have a baby, you just can't afford to get pregnant, because then this pill will give you birth defects, and you don't want that happening to your baby. So yeah, if you're planning to start a family, avoid going on this, or just go on it like after, because even if you have a baby and you're taking it, it's gonna affect the milk, so you better not take it until, you know, the baby's fully grown. That stuff will be talked about with the dermatologist. That's all I know. I'm not an expert with skincare or anything like that. I'm just kind of sharing my experience and like everything about my skin. If it helps, I'll post some photos up in the beginning of the video. You probably have already seen it if I've already done that. But yeah, the photos will probably show you what my skin looked like before. I don't have a lot of photos that have me with a lot of the bad acne, just because I didn't take a lot back then. Like obviously when you have a lot of cystic acne all over the face, and you feel really insecure and you don't want to take photos and you don't want to be out. So that was how I was like that. Like I just didn't want to see anyone, and if I didn't want them to see my skin and look at me and judge me for how I looked. So that was really horrible when I did have it, and at the moment I'm okay with the acne being there, just as long as it's not all over my forehead like back then and really big and just lumps and bumps all over. I'm fine. But yeah, a lot of people wanted some information about this whole skincare thing that I'm going through, so I thought I might as well tell you guys like what I did, how much the dermatologist was and everything. This whole video wasn't actually planned, so I'm a little bit all over the place. So if you have any questions, put them in the down bar below and I will get back to you, just because I don't really know what to say in this video. I'll quickly show you what the dermatologist gave me though. Every time you go to the dermatologist and you ask for the Oratane or Roaccutane, whatever you're taking, they will give you a little set, like a sample pack. And what it has in here is just like face wash, sunscreen, creams, hand creams, things like that. Because once you're on Oratane, you have really, I'm talking about dry lips, dry skin, dry hair, dry eyes, dry feet, dry everything. Your whole entire body is really dry. You can drink as much fluids as you want, but it's not going to keep your skin from becoming dry. So you literally have to moisturize like crazy. So in here I've got my Dermalogica moisturizer for dry sensitive skin. It's just a little sample. So that's a moisturizer. Then I've got sunscreen. I've got tinted moisturizer with sunscreen in it. I've got another sunscreen but for sensitive skin. So there's 3 in there. My favorite actually is the Sunsense Daily Face. It's the tinted moisturizer. I love this. The first time I used this back in 2011, I loved it and I never bought it since, and I always wanted to buy it, but I always keep forgetting. So I'm going to go out and buy it when I finish this sample. Then I've got a Cetaphil Gently Daily Wash, which is good for dry skin, or I should say all skin types actually. So that's there. And an everyday shampoo for normal to dry hair scalp. I've never used this before. This is the first time I've actually heard of it, so she gives you a small sample of that. Can't wait to use it. Maybe I'll use it when I increase my dosage when my hair gets really dry. Then I've got a day cream with SPF 30 from QV Face. I do have another moisturizer. This is by Sebamed for sensitive skin. There's a hand cream in here, these little satchels, hand cream, foot cream, shaving cream. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, like when you're on Roaccutane or Oratane, you're not allowed to wax your skin, you're not allowed to tattoo your skin, and you're not allowed to laser, because your skin gets really thin when you're on treatment and it gets really sensitive. You're not allowed to be in the sun because you burn easily. So avoid all of that. It goes here, what is Oratane? In case you guys are interested in finding out. Oratane capsules contain a medication known as isotretinoin, which is a retinoid that is similar to vitamin A but with a different action. It is indicated for the treatment of severe cystic acne unresponsive to other therapies. It's been used in Australia for over 20 years. Let's see, Oratane works on the key components of acne. It reduces the amount of oily substance by oil making glands in the skin. It reduces the amount of bacteria in the skin, reduces inflammation of the skin, and helps unblock pores by increasing the skin cell turnover, so your skin is always regenerating itself. I found that when I was on Roaccutane, I didn't get a lot of blackheads or hardly anything at all, so that was really good. And not oily at all, so I had really dry skin. I had to change my foundation from matte to being super dewy foundation to suit my skin. So there's a lot of things that you do have to do to get your skin to look the way you want it to look. Oh, and there's a picture there. I hope this doesn't gross any of you guys out, but my skin was exactly like that, and then well, it's better than this. I didn't have that. It was completely clear. I feel like this video has gone on for too long now, so I guess I'm gonna go from here. But yeah, if you have any questions whatsoever, don't be afraid to ask me put in the comment section below. If you're a bit shy, go to my Instagram and just, you know, private message me, or Twitter or something. My links are all down below. Tell me your story. If you have acne, let me know how you feel. Maybe you wanna, you know, share your experiences. If you want to Oratane, I'm getting mixed up with Roaccutane and Oratane, but yeah, share your experiences with me. I'm sure a lot of people are going to read the comment section below and would want to know as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.